Backdoor flush is out there for Kaitan. He's got a potential runner straight and the live 6. And it's just looking thin right now. Be down to 4. And we are. The bullets.
Yeah, that's just a complete cold deck. You can't odds that.
No problem.
He was always going to call the 6s.
We're on the bubble. For Abby Kaitan, a lot of almosts tonight. If he could have changed 4 or 5 river cards, Abby would have had a whole load of chips. But then this last hand, Andy made a play that made it look like ace-king.
Yeah, in my eyes, exactly that.
Bullets held. And Ward now one of the chip leaders.
I should have followed my own advice and not get tangled with informed Neil Channing, and I did, and he hit runner. And I got depleted. Then I think Simon rivered me. And then I was short stacked, and with 6s I raised. And the small blind moves all in. I think it's a race, so I call. He's got aces. And I didn't suck out.
Welcome back to the PartyPoker.com World Open for 4 left at this table. It was 4-handed in Andy Ward's heat when he just destroyed them.
All in.
All in?
All in.
Wow.
Don't like this at all.
That's a 147. Oh my!
I don't like this at all, the all in. It's asking for trouble.
Simon looks...
God, Trig, I don't know how you'd find a call, but I hope you do. I couldn't, but
Wow, what is Andy Ward thinking?
he might do.
Don't look like he likes it, Simon.
I can't see him calling, Jesse, but I just hope something falls off of the light shade above, hits him on the canister and makes him call.
Pass.
You wouldn't have called there.
No, you can't, can you?
Feels like an insane play for Andy Ward, but clearly
These plays
decided
never
he had
get
to
what
do
they
it.
deserve, Jesse. This is the thing.
Sorry?
I said that'll be one to ask the boys later.
Yeah.
They never get what they deserve, these plays.
I was a little bit worried about Simon for a while, but he's actually looking like he's starting to take to this. I mean,
Pass.
He's enjoying himself, I know that.
Pass.
big fold there for Andy Ward on the button. Queen 9.
Wow, look at this.
24.
Lordy.
Raise to 25,000.
No.
Well, it is a bit of a smaller raise, and that's what Channing's realized. And he's this has got a chance to work out really well for him, and for Simon Craig to get in trouble. Channing may just slip this, no matter what comes. Oh, maybe not.
Check.
Check.
Just felt that.
Oh dear.
I just felt that.
Check.
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 And Channing will be, well, he'll feel like he's pretty confident that he's got the best hand.
25.
25,000.
Played it funny. Certainly played it funny. Craig's sitting there thinking my queen might...
Don't have a wobble up.
Well, I mean,
Well, you can
he's
never
thinking
guess
my
what he's
queen
gonna
might
do.
be good. I mean, it's not.
That's it gone. Throw 'em away.
I mean, he's just trying to think, well, if Neil really had nothing, wouldn't he have bluffed
Nice.
earlier?
Oh, he said raise.
Yeah.
No.
I have an ace.
No, he
I
said,
think
do you
I-
have an ace? He said, do you have an ace?
Oh, I thought he said raise.
He's curious. He's very curious.
Cool.
Cool.
Not just one, but 2 aces.
Good it. One would have been nice.
Hmm? What would have?
One would have been nice.
Oh, one ace. Oh. I thought you said a queen would have been nice.
I think I've played 8 television one table tournaments I won the table 4 out of 8 times, and I've never made it through the semi-final. So I'm probably not the right person to ask how you managed to get through these semi-finals. I've always kind of figured that you should just approach them in the same way. And when you get down to 4 players, if 3 go through, you should try and play aggressively so you can get some chips for the final. I don't think I've ever managed to get down to the 4 players, maybe once and I came 4th. I'm just going to try and play steady early. I don't know all of the players on the table. I haven't played with all of them before, which is different from in the heat where I knew them well. So I want to try and suss people out, see how they're reacting, try and suss out who really cares about qualifying and who's trying to push on and get chips for the final. I think that's the important thing. I've added it all up wrong. Not for the first time.
Come on, Dix. Why couldn't have he had these last hand?
Cool.
Call.
Well, he ain't called. He ain't called. Well, he did. He limped him with
Pass.
he ain't called a bet for free,
I
was he?
mean, sorry, roughly.
Look at this. Look, he would have come over the top, Neil.
Roughly, nearest 10 grand.
Would have.
Probably about 60 now, I don't know.
No, more than that.
Looks like more than that.
He's doing everything
Including
he
the betters,
possibly
isn't he?
can for Neil to
40.
put his chips in. I love him.
60.
That'll do, that'll give me an idea.
About
Yeah.
90
So that's
plus
about
the bet.
100, yeah.
If he raises, I fancy Neil comes over the top. Jess, what do you think?
I do. It's a question of whether this is a. If Neil can get out of this pickle, I mean, if Neil doesn't raise here, then his alarm bells
all
have
in.
gone
Oh,
completely
come on,
off.
he's all in.
Yeah, I mean,
No choice.
look at this. Look at this deck. All 4 aces are out.
Cool.
Pass and a call.
Yeah.
No clubs, por favor.
Neil knew it was a possibility, and it would have been very difficult for Neil to get away from that. Dixie gave him an opportunity, but Neil just didn't believe it. Too unlikely, he thought. Had to be aces or the king nine.
Well, like you just said, Dixie gave him every opportunity not to put a chip in the pot, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's it.
That is it. Big double up for Dixie Dean.
Ooh,
Could it
sweat
be?
over, sweat over.
Neil Channing back in the muck of it.
What a time to pick up the rockets, eh? When you're right on your back foot, your coat's swinging on the old coat rack over in the corner.
Dixie.
New chip leader.
You know, the
93.
times the old
40,
ones are the
60,
good ones.
70,
I mean,
80, 93.
that limp in with the aces paid off sweet potatoes.
You watch me. I'll be blasting into that the person that's small stacked. I'll be blasting into them if I get a chance to take their chips, so that I'm ready. When I don't want to just go to the final with a small stack. I want to go there to win it.
Pass.
I'm all in.
All in.
142.
The blinds are so big, it's expensive now.
Come on, Trig, find a
What-
call.
He may draw his line in the sand. First time he's been right to.
Can't keep doing it. You're right.
Pass.
I can't keep doing it.
Oh, Dix.
Wow.
Go on, son.
Now, Dixie does have Neil covered by about 60. It's so much harder to call off your chips,
Well,
though.
of course it is, but, you know,
was
Neil's going to
close.
be doing it
Close.
every single
127.
time.
At
The
this-
only thing that'd be in Dixie's mind, I reckon, is because Trigger's so short, he might decide not to call. That could be the only thing.
Dixie knows this is ahead. He knows it's ahead and is still not sure if he wants to take it
You're right.
on.
I'm nervous. I don't know.